Some of you know me as Dr. Rico. Um, this show I'm about to start putting up is a mini series called the Dr. Chronicles, and it's really me one-on-one sitting down with a lot of people who don't necessarily get clips up and don't get spotlighted. Um, for some of these other dance styles, Memphis history goes back 20 some years plus. So it's almost impossible to like cover footage of earlier times when there weren't as many cameras. There was definitely wasn't on YouTube, and no MySpaces, no Facebook. So a lot of it, were really, like we say, in the garage on VHS tapes, and like hopefully I inspire those people to come out and put some footage up, and if not, maybe just interviewing them and giving them a chance to spotlight their career. It's definitely gonna be a chance. So but this is the first episode. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself. Started dancing early. My influence of dancing was turbo. I really didn't get into juking until I was about 15. My first 2 years, I didn't even bust a move. I just watched. First person I ever heard of juking was TB. I was out of Craigmont High School. I watched. I watched for a while. I transferred, went to Kingsville. Uh, Man, transfer high schools. Started doing my thing with Bobo, man. Big shouts out to him. A lot of people don't know that me and him, that was the first person I actually did a duo with, man. We did some things. I went out of town, came back, and danced for a minute, and then I hooked up with Gino. Me and Gino did some things for a couple years. I stopped juking. I was off the scene for about a year. Career focused thing. I just want to focus on school. So I really gave it up. Wish I wouldn't have met Daniel in Southwest. Got right back on it. He just really inspired me to get back into it. But I approached it from a totally different mentality this time. I really was trying to like learn every style. I wanted to learn the gangster rock. I wanted to learn the juking. And at that time it was chopping and bucking. And I wanted to be versatile in all those styles. I didn't want to be a gangster rock. I didn't want to be a juke. I didn't want to be a chop. I want to be able to do all of them as good. So I really focused on honing in on being able to do it. As time went on, we switched from New Age Gangster Walk to G Force. As we switched, I was mastering myself, but I was still learning other styles. There was still other stuff that I had to learn. And we were so in the dark about the gangster walk because there weren't many people around actually doing it where we can learn it. And we only had this one type of Quincy. And it's kind of impossible to learn to watch him on tape, but it's definitely inspiration. Big shout out to Quincy. So really, I just homed in, focused, and mastered what I knew. And as time came on up to present day, I really started to not only master the style, but the reason why I started to become myself the doctor and not the king, like a lot of people actually want to be the king. I never sought out to be the man. I want to be somebody that can do all the styles and inspire others. And I want to be great at all the styles in every fashion of it. So I want to learn it just like you would apply yourself to any other field of study. I've been doing this for about 8 years now. So that's why I call myself the doctor. Because it's like the first couple of years, I definitely studied the style. Then I got into actually doing the style. Then I understand and started mastering some of it. But then I stepped back in these last 2 years, I've been teaching. And I can say I've learned more in teaching it than I ever learned doing. Teaching not just others, but teaching myself as well while I'm teaching others. I've uncovered a lot of stuff. And it's to the point where I can explain why a person moves the way they move, what it is, and understand many ways in which we balance. So I feel like I earned my title through myself, and that's why I haven't been in competitions. That's why you haven't seen me in the battles, because I feel like battling is the road to becoming the man. I understand there's one way respect, but I never wanted to be the man. So battling wasn't my thing. My thing was more being around and being exposed to as many possible Memphis style dancers that had their own style, so I can really understand and see how many different styles there was. So I was around everybody I could be possible around, and I have seen a lot, and I've appreciated any and everybody that had their own style. I watched the good, the bad, and the ugly. So you know what I'm saying. But I respect it all, and I feel like that's what's kept me in line to where I want it to be. And the reason why I'm finally making this series now is because I feel like I've finally stepped into my shoes. But there's so many other people before me and around me that really didn't get a chance to be highlighted. We flood YouTube with a lot of clips. You get a lot of video clips on YouTube, but you don't actually get a lot of one-on-one talking, meet the person, meet the man. And it's like that's what I plan on giving you, snippets of stuff, snippets of people who get spotlighted. And I don't no editing, no just straight raw cut footage. Probably keep it parental advisory. Keep it parental advisory. Phone ringing right now, but keep it parental advisory just for the kids. But this is for the world to know a little about Memphis history. If you want to know more, the Street Kings are the ones to reach there. Definitely contact the Street Kings. Get a DVD for them. Um, they're the ones. They give a lot of history. Jack Quincy, the history gangster, walk a lot of history on that. And feel free throughout the show as the series come up, and they will be pretty frequent. Feel free to ask any questions to me, and if I can't answer the question, I will get someone who can answer the question up here, or get the source and answer the question. But on any questions you get related to the different styles, and to clarify, different styles is gangster walking, the father of all Memphis style, juking, then comes bucking, and bucking and chopping was kind of created around the same time. And then the latter style, which is actually not even maybe a year old, but it's really moving in a different way, and it's really taking off. It's icing. So those are the 5 different styles. I will give you any information that you need about it. Private message me. I probably won't be able to actually answer every question live, but if you send me a private message, I definitely will get you on there. And the topic that seems that everybody wants to ask a question about, I'm gonna make sure that I actually pick them up. So thanks for all the support that you have supported, not me, but you supported everybody, because I feel like what I've become is because of every single dancer around, every single dancer on YouTube, every dancer not on YouTube, every dancer that ever came from Memphis, learned the Memphis style, is the reason why I am what I am. Because I watched everybody, and everyone has their own influences. So everybody I've seen, and everyone that I haven't seen that may have influenced somebody I've seen, have influenced me. So in a nutshell, Memphis is my inspiration. You know what I'm saying? I hope to inspire others to know more about Memphis.